there, welcome to Scrap and Coffee. So I'm continuing with the December daily, and I was thinking about doing something with the front inside cover, and I think I've come up with a fun idea. Um, yeah, but it's up to you if you like it, of course. So for the pages, I told you to make 8 tags, at least that's what I did. But I ended up using only 6 of them. So I had 2 left, and I was like, why not use them in the front inside cover? So what I come up with is with an expandable pocket on top of the tag that I will place on the front inside cover, just because I like it, to have it come back. So I will make 2. I already did 1 because I wanted to see how it was looking. So I've made it expandable, so you can place your embellishments that you want to use later on when you actually work on the December daily. You can keep it in there. So let me show you how I've made this, and then I will also start the decorating process for it. I have an idea of what I want to do with it, so yeah, let me show you. So for this pocket you are going to need the tag. So that's just the tag that I've used for the pages. And then you're going to need 1 large piece with, on the longer side you have 3 score lines on both sides and 1 score line on the bottom. And you have 1 smaller piece with 2 score lines on the sides. The tape is on the dented side on the outer ½ inch. And I just stop at that score line there because I'm going to cut it away. And on the bottom ½ inch in between your 2 most centered score lines. Now I'm going to cut at an angle on that bottom ½ inch towards the intersection of this score line on the bottom and your inner score line there. And then I'm going to cut with a slight angle. I'm going to make sure that I cut away that score line there. And I didn't cut that really nice. There we go. I think I need to clean that up. We'll see. And I'm going to do the same thing here. So with an angle towards that intersection, and then with a slight angle, cut away the score line there. And then you can also angle this outer ½ inch here if you want to, like that. So now we turn it over to the bumpy side, and we are going to fold on the 3 score lines here. So first I'm going to fold on the most inner score line towards that bump. No burnishing, pull back, and again towards the dented side, towards the bumpy side, I'm sorry. Turn it over, and now you can burnish that. And we will do the same thing here. So first towards the bump, pull back on the second score line, and again towards the bump. Turn it over and burnish. And like I said, I need to clean that up a little bit. And now fold on your bottom ½ inch score line as well towards the bump and burnish that. And then I'm going to fold on that trifold fold there. Make sure you're not going over your score line there. Just check that. Otherwise you have to cut it a little bit more. And then I'm going to stick the bottom ½ inch on top of that trifold that we've made. And I do the same thing on this side. There we go. And then we get our tag in, and we can stick this on the bottom. Line it up on 3 sides. So let's do that. It's always a little bit harder to line it up nicely, these expandable pockets. At least I find it a little bit harder, but now it's on the tag. And then we go to our smaller piece, like I said, 2 score lines, and your tape is between the cut edge and your first 1/2 inch score line. And again, I'm going to taper the first 1/2 inch, so you're going to taper from your 1/2 inch score line towards the cut edge and fold on both score lines. And then what I did with this piece as well was find the center on the long side and make a tick mark 7/8 of an inch from the center on both sides. And on the short side I made a tick mark 1 inch from the cut edge. And then I got that angle in there. One, and that's 2. Then fold on the 1/2 inch score line, so when you have the right side up you can see your gusset, and we are going to line it up with the start of the angle on your tag. So that's where we want to have this edge. So I'm removing the tape backing here partially, like I do often, and line it up where I want it. Stick it here, hold it in place. There we go. And then burnish that. And now for a closure, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an embellishment. I have something here, but that's not gonna work, but that I'm going to stick on the pocket, overlapping on the flap, so I can place my flap behind that embellishment. So we have to find the right embellishment for it, but that's what I'm going to do. But first we are going to decorate it, and I also think, because I really want to keep that tag feeling, I'm going to punch the hole in there, and I'm just doing it now so because I've already marked it. And then I'm going to mark the back side of this one as well. And then I will punch it again when the pattern paper is on there. That's fine with me. So what I did, I've decided on some pattern papers that I had left. I have some solid red left that will work. And I'm going to place, let's see what width I am going to use. I think a 2-inch strip over the length here, with a small border on the sides. This is okay, so that's what I'm going to place there. And because I have these patterns here, I'm going to have them come back on the inside cover as well. So I'm going to use this print. I have the solid red, and I'm going to use the one that you can see through on the back here. I've also thought about using this pattern behind here, and I'm still a little bit in doubt actually. I think I will. I think I just will do it, because first of all I thought like there's a lot that's falling away, but you can still see some of the words. So yeah, let's use this one. Yes, nice. I inked that up and stick it down. So I'm going to turn it around for a second so I can reach it a little bit better. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking, shall I decorate it first before I stick it down? It's probably better. I don't know how well I'm in frame there. Yeah, I think I will decorate it first. So on my pockets itself, I want to use this pattern. Can cut that to size, and I want to use this one here. I think it's long enough for both pieces maybe, but otherwise I can cut a new piece. And then this pattern will go on the flap again. Yep, that will work. Okay, so for the outside decorations, I've cut it all to size. I just need to cut the angles. So let's start with 1. This we can ink up and stick down. I'm completely fighting with my glue lately. So nice border all around. So you can go for a 1/16 border or a 1/8 of an inch border. Oh, I have these tags in there. Let's get them out for a second. Then I have this for here, so I will place it on here. You can do it with your ruler. I often do it, but in this case I'm just going to mark where I want to cut it. It's hard to get perfect for me in no matter how I do it actually, so. And then this one I'm going to lay on here. Mark it as well. This is a small piece, so it's pretty difficult, but we'll manage. That's about right. And then I think it was this one that I marked. Yep. Okay. So that's cut. Ink it again. If you're using ink, of course. And glue it down. Okay, so I will do the other one exactly the same way, but now I'm going to re-punch that hole in the pattern paper. And then with the solid red, I have this is from We Are Memory Keepers, the wall, what is that, reinforcement punch. I'm not really a fan of it. I don't use it a lot. I don't know how to use it apparently. But okay, this is what you will get from it, and I'm going to place that around the hole there. I'm slightly giving that some ink because I cannot help myself with it. And put some glue on there. Then I also have to think about the inside, but I will use my scraps of the same pattern paper, I think. Or I might mix it with a little bit of this on the inside to decorate the inside as well. And then we will also find an embellishment for it. But first, I'm going to decorate the other piece exactly the same way. Okay, so that's done. And there are a couple of things that I was thinking about. Let me see, because we have our foam stickers, but I don't know if they are strong enough, but maybe like these are quite solid. So if we back that with some black cardstock, we could use it because it's already also in the paper. We have more than one of those, so we can definitely use that for our closure. So that's an option. I also like to use the Hello December, but I think that's not gonna work for a closure. And the December is too large to go on one pocket. So then you would have to place it over both pockets. Then when you wanna do this, then you might stress that sticker a little bit. We have the animal dots, so I was thinking about placing one here to make it look like that's a button there. I think that's fun. Maybe a black one or some of the other colors, of course. And so maybe I will use that one because I like it, but let's see what we have in here. And what we also have in your number package, that's maybe a good option. So I don't really see that working. In our number bits, we also have some hearts in there of different sizes, and those might work because we also have some smaller ones. I think those are the biggest ones that I have here. Or if I also have a green, smaller one, green, should have those. Okay, let's get it out. A green one, and another green one. So we can use this. I would back that with black cardstock to make it stronger. Let's try it. So again, I would ink these in this case because I'm going to back them with black cardstock. Try not to do too much, but with the small pieces sometimes that's a little bit hard. Glue. I'm just sticking it on here. We are going to cut around it, so it doesn't really matter. And normally if I do a lot of embellishments at once, I would have my scan and cut do this for me, but now I can just do it by hand. So I'm just cutting where I have a little black border. So I would place it somewhere. You can also place it in the middle. But I'm thinking also doing an animal dog there. So you would only glue the bottom down. Do I like this? I'm kind of in doubt because I also like this, but I think this will break. I don't think it will hold up with the purpose that I want to use it for, so I'm not gonna do it. Even though I like the look of it, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, you don't want to have too much overlapping, but you want to have enough to keep the flap in place, but you want to be able to get it behind it. So that's stuff to think about when you stick this down. So I'm just placing some glue on the bottom part of this piece. Just see where you want it. And give that time to dry. I'm going to use a black one, I think. And I'm just placing that, eyeballing it, that it's somewhat centered there. So now I can open this. I still need to decorate the inside, yes, and then we want to be able to place the flap back behind it and hold it in place. So that's something that you might need to train a little bit, but this works. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side as well, and then we can stick them in the album. Let me think about the inside as well. There we go. So I think I'm just going to place them in the cover, and I will do the inside later on. I will just use the scraps of the same pattern paper. So to place them, I think I'm going to use some double-sided tape. And I'm just getting the 1/4 inch tape. And then combine that with some wet glue. So what, I need to see something. And this one is going here. I thought that maybe I will leave that loose, hanging loose a little bit. I just want to give it a fun look. Feeling of a tag, but it's actually stuck down. Okay, I think I will glue it down, but I will have the baker's twine in there as well, just to finish it off a little bit. Got one more. Oh. No, then I try to do something quick, and that always backfires, right? No, I'm slow crafter. I will cut that to size later. Okay, I'm going to turn it around so I can reach it a little bit better. So it's upside down, and then I have to think about it. It's going like that. And then I'm just going to use that black cardstock here to align it all up when I stick it down. So remove the tape backing, and I will combine it with some wet glue for some wiggle time. My bottle is almost empty. We'll go in with my bone folder a little bit. That's one. And two. I like it. Yeah, you see what's happening here? I knew it already, and I have been thinking about it, but I totally forgot. But I will get you some extra ribbon, because what I actually wanted to do is have ribbon come out from the side where you can bind this together. So this is not happening. I forgot to place it, because what you want to do is place it underneath here. So I might consider in using my undo to place the ribbon there, but I'm thinking about it. I still have to finish decorating on the back side. What I did with the tags, with the reinforcements, I'm going to do that on every single hole. I'm just going to look for a pattern paper that I want to use. So probably I will use the solid red on this ones, and maybe this pattern on the red ones, and then the red one on that one. You know, just play around with it. Use your scraps to reinforce those holes a little bit. That's what I'm going to do. The other thing that I was thinking about, and it fell off again. We have a little Santa in our embellishment pack that's holding up presents. Oh, here it is. I think I'm going to place that one here. Maybe push it under the Christmas a little bit. And that's what I'm going to do for the front cover. That's all. So we'll see. I'll probably glue this twine, baker's twine down a little bit, so it just falls on here. Cut it down. But just, you know, have it go in a little bit of a fun way. Use some glue to hold it in place. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.